go. Hi, if there's anyone watching, hello. I hope you have a good day. In this episode of Life in Stitches, I will take you with me through the whole journey of finishing a Rubus blouse and dyeing it not once, not twice, but 3 times. Why I had to dye the blouse 3 times? I made one huge mistake. For my defense, that was the first time I was dyeing a yarn. I think that was the first time I dyed anything besides my hair. So I foolishly assumed that white is white and the dye lot does not matter. Guys, it does. Initial 6 balls of yarn I received as a Christmas gift from my mother-in-law, and I decided on a Rubus blouse before I noticed that the ball has only 25 grams instead of usual 50. So of course I was missing, and you saw in my first knit happens that I was missing like bottom half. And then I elongated the sleeves, so the whole story will be shown. And between me starting the project and realizing that I have to buy more yarn, the yarn was out of stock. There's only there's only one store in my country that sells this yarn, and the yarn was out of stock, and it was for like a month. So when I got the notification that the yarn is back, I bought 2 yarns, and of course it was a different dye lot, but I didn't care because, you know, white is white. Yeah, that was a huge mistake. But on the other side, on the other hand, there's not much I could do, you know. The only thing I could do was to unravel everything, ditch the whole project, and use the yarn for something else. I don't know, like a shawl or something. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted the Rubus blouse. And I already had like majority of it knitted, so what could possibly go wrong? After all, it's white. Yeah, it turns out a lot could go wrong, and it did. The new yarn catched the dye in a totally different way, and you could see it after the first dyeing and after the second. After the third one, you still can see it, but not as much. So yeah, buckle up, guys. Let's go. Let's jump to the Wayback Machine and start with finishing the blouse. I think this is like 5th time I'm trying to record this part. It was either my daughter having blast and fun of her life right next to me, or I forgot to press record button. But I slept like 2 hours last night, so my brain isn't braining. But never mind. As you probably saw, I received package today. My 2 balls of Deluxe Angora by Mondial came, and I can finally finish my Rubus blouse. Rubus Blouse square neck. I'm only missing the bottom half, and neck and sleeves are finished with the I-cord edge. I will probably do I-cord on the bottom as well, because as soon as I finish knitting, I will be dyeing it, and I'm a bit afraid of the process. Someone is summoning me. Okay. See you later. I must admit that after knitting socks on literal toothpicks, which is 2.25mm needles, going back to 4.5 is wild. Hi guys. Hi guys. As if anyone is watching me. Okay. Today I have some time. And my whole pack is out and about. They'll be back in a couple of hours. So I already did my morning workout. I ate a healthy breakfast. I washed my hair. So I feel refreshed and I feel ready and I want to knit. I want to, and I kinda have to. Wait. Just there you go. Okay, but before knitting, and that's my Rubus blouse. Kinda large, not gonna lie. Anyway, before knitting, multitasking, my friends. I'm going to take my treadmill. It's more like a walking pad, but you can run on it. At least I did. And I'm going to knit while I'm doing my steps. It is heavy. 30 kilos. But it has wheels, so that's fine. Go. Woohoo. Okay. Now I'll do my best to walk and talk and knit. Okay, let's try. So, for the Rubus blouse, this is her. Wait, you. In my first knit happens, I showed you the Rubus blouse, but I said I'm only missing a bottom half, and that was true at the time. But then I decided it would look better with longer sleeves, not long, but longer. The original ones I did were like here, and with the whole garment being really fluffy, it didn't look good. So I first ordered 2 balls of Angora Deluxe by Mondial. I ordered 2 balls just to finish, the bottom half, and then I decided to elongate the sleeves, and I had to order another ball, so paying twice for shipping. But at this moment I have all the yarn I need to finish it. I am currently working on the second sleeve. The first one is already done and closed with the I-cord edge, so that's good. I am near to finish with the second one, then the I-cord, and then I will show you. I already have my dyes ordered. I'm a bit stressed about that simply because it's not like a one color. I ordered two because I want to. I would love it. I would love for the color to be like gray but with a tint of purple. I think it's called on the website French province, but we know how it is with the monitors, with screens. What you see on the screen, it's not always what you get in the real life. So it looks amazing on the screen, and I would love it to be exactly like this. I don't know if I'll be able to achieve it. One is hyacinth, and the second one is pearl gray, and I'm supposed to mix it according to the ratio provided on the website. So we will see. I don't know, it is stressful because I don't, you cannot see the outcome beforehand. Although I was thinking I will do the elixir, and then I think I will have some leftovers for the yarn, so I will do a test on this leftover. We will see. A couple of past days, I think it was like a week. Last week was quite hectic and busy. And yes, I am able to knit, although you cannot see it. There's one thing, I was wondering if I should touch this subject. I think I will. I am going to touch it. I'm going to touch it. That's what she said. Oh my god, sorry. Scratch that. There's one thing that I was wondering if I should even touch this subject, because it might be a delicate one related to weight and body image, especially in the world of handmade garments, either knitting or sewing. But if you're not knitter or a sewer or crocheter or whatever, you still might find yourself in that place, which is your body changed due to different circumstances, illness, injury, pregnancy, and you're in the place where you're kind of stuck and don't know what to do. On my own, I will use myself as an example, because that's the that's the particular example that I'm struggling with, especially if you're making your own garments and you are not your typical size. What can you do? I mean, losing weight is not something that will happen in a week, in a month. Sometimes even it's longer than a half a year, longer than a year. And you like making your own garments. It is something that gives you joy. But you know how long it takes to knit a garment. And then which size do you choose? Because if you choose your current size and you're going to lose weight, a lot of weight, so that garment will become too large. And okay, if you need that is my current safe spot. I'm not knitting any tops, tight tops, any sleeveless tees or tees in general. When I choose what to knit, I have to think about my journey that I'm currently on, because I have a lot of weight to lose. Don't have all of the options available to do so, because of some health issues let's call it that way. So if I choose a garment, I have to think how this garment will look like after weight loss journey. Will it be okay being more on the loose side? Will it be okay being a couple sizes bigger? For sweater, it might be fine, right? Because oversized, etc. But for tee, maybe not. Or tank top, probably not. So it is difficult. It is difficult. It is for me, because I feel like I don't have that freedom, kind of, that knitting gave me initially when I saw a pattern and could simply knit it, and that's all. Now I have to consider all of the factors, because what if I choose to knit a size smaller than I am now, thinking about the future self, but what if that future self will never show up? Okay, I might do my best to bring her back. What if she's not coming back? We all know, if you handmade your garments, your clothes, you know how much work it takes, how much dedication it takes, patience, sometimes frustration. You know it all, and we spend a lot of time and a lot of energy for the garments to look how we want them to look, and for us to have them as long as it's possible, as long as the yarn will allow it. It's not easy. If you struggle with your body image, if you cannot accept your current state, if you know you have a lot of weight to lose, it is difficult to have a hobby that is so heavily tied to your body. So if there's anyone out there having similar issues, I get you. I'm with you. Struggling as well. Let me know, what is your stance on that? What is your plan? Do you stop knitting until you lost weight, or did you choose garments smaller to have like additional motivation to lose that weight? There's a huge list of patterns that I wish I could simply grab a needle and yarn and knit, and I can't. But what can you do? Okay, so since I already gloomed the, the whole room, maybe let's switch subject. So I did some bad thing lately. I ordered more yarn. I shouldn't do that. I have enough, and my queue is busting at the seams, but I did it anyway, mostly because, like I mentioned at the beginning, I ordered the third ball of Angora, and I was like, I cannot let this another shipping price to go to waste. I will order some more yarn. So I grabbed Lana Gatto VIP. This is her, Lana Gatto VIP. It's merino and cashmere, 80% merino, 20% cashmere. It's very soft, 50 grams, 200 meters. I think I have like 7 balls of that. And see, I would love to knit something like my favorite things knitwear blouse. I think it's like blouse number 4. Very simple boat neck. But again, I don't think it will look like I want it. How to say it? I don't think it will look like I would want it to look like if I will I don't know which size to knit, basically. I don't know which size to knit. If I'll knit, I don't think my 7 balls will last me to knit a size that I am currently in, to be honest. And I don't think this type of garment will look fine being a couple sizes bigger. So I don't know. I think I will leave it for now, and I will focus on what I can knit and what I can do. So finish Rubus Blouse, diet. I started my Monday sweater by Petit Knit, and I will show you. Wait. Ta-da! This is her. It's not much for now. I have like a 1/2 of a color. Now I should do some rows. I think it's like the pearl ones or something, to fold the neckline. So I already started this, and exactly Monday sweater is, at least I see it in a way that it will look fine if I knit it for myself in this stage, and then after losing weight it should look fine as well, I think. Yeah, this is fine. I can knit and walk. Talking not much. So it's like a triangle, you know, knitting, talking, and walking. Big two. Okay. So I have 45 rows, not rows, rounds, 45 rounds on one sleeve, then decreases, and then I cut, and I am on 37th round here. So yeah, maybe I will finish today. What if I'll be able to diet today? Guys, excitement. Okay, let's go. 37. I have 45 rounds finished. Now the round of decreases, and then the I cord. It's finished. Oh god. I cannot wait. I had to do so many adjustments and frogging, and let me tell you, with this like long hair, frogging is a nightmare. Okay, we're close. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to do an I-cord edge while walking, so I'll just grab my stuff and move to the couch. I'm left with that much of yarn. That's not much, but it should be fine for an I-cord edge. And then I still should have some leftovers to do a dye test later. Ready, kind of ready. I still have to dye it, and today is the perfect weather for that, so wish me luck. I'm very happy it's finally done. The amount of adjustments that I had to make, it's like a laundry list. I cannot even comprehend how many times I had to frog it. So I did the bust darts, I elongated the sleeves, and I think like 3 times changed the bottom, the cast off. I decided on folded hem, and I hope it will be flat after blocking. Now we can go and dye it. Okay, so we need to go to a store. There's one store in my city that will have what I'm looking for. Particularly, we need 12 liters of, but we need a bucket that will hold 12 liters of water. Say hello to a snowy. Wish me luck. stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Okay, so I have my bucket. I need something. Oh. Measuring cup. I have a scale. I have my dice. I have my son in the background. Okay, so according to the website, I need 30 milliliters of this one and 15 of this one and 11.5 liters of water. Is there any instruction? Should it be warm or cold, or I guess not. Okay, maybe here. Hottest what? Okay, hottest water, safe for fabric. What's the safest for Angora? Add hot water to a plastic bucket, stainless steel, single stainless steel pot. I have a plastic bucket. Add 1 teaspoon of liquid dish detergent. Okay, this will be a half, and I need 11 liters. I will add just a bit of vinegar, just a touch. Okay, that's not. I'm scared. Shake like that. 15 milliliters. I'm scared. Okay, 14. Okay, I'll stay with 14. And 30, this one. Come on. Yes, perfect. Okay. Oh, it seems too purpley. I don't know. Okay, I'll mix it a bit. Let's test that. I have a little bit of yarn left, so let's see. I don't know if I should trust the process, but oh no, I don't like it. Okay, I think I will add some gray to the mixture. It looks very purple. Oh no! No, I will add more gray. Okay, I added I think like 20 milliliters of gray more. And a bit of water. Yeah, okay, kinda start to like the result. To be honest, I'm not sure how Angora will take the dye, especially with the 20% of polyester. Okay, I don't know if I should add more gray. Okay, so in the end I added 60 milliliters of gray and 15 of purple. Or hyacinth, and a bit of more water. Let's do it. Oh God. Okay, according to instructions, I should stir it for like half an hour, at least half an hour. But I don't think our Angora will like it. I think I will just leave it and don't bother it and hope for the best. I might get a heart attack. Jeez. Okay. Quick. I'm scared. Okay. Now I should leave it for at least half an hour. So I will let it sit here. Will nurse my baby. I will be back to see the results. I can already see a lot of Angora hair fell off. Yeah, you can see them. And finally, I cannot tell you how much of pearl gray I added because I started to eyeballing it. It looks like a mess. I hope it will be fine. Okay, so it's been half an hour. And I don't know. I don't know. It looks very different on camera than it is in the real life. Let me tell you that. It is much more lighter in the camera. It is darker as I see it. So I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with me, but something is wrong with me. I simply cannot follow the instructions. I cannot follow the instructions. Instructions were clear. 15 milliliters of purple, 30 milliliters of gray, 11.5 liters of water. And I think the only part that I didn't change was 15 milliliters of purple, and I still feel like it was too much. I should add less. So I started adding more gray and more and more, and then I started eyeballing it, so I have no idea how much I actually used. Then, like 10 minutes ago, I took some water out, added new one, and more gray. I don't know. Okay, I will let it sit in this bath for 15 minutes longer, maybe. I feel like I still can see the white part, like the fluff didn't catch the dye, which would be horrible because that blouse is mostly hair. I would say wish me luck, but I think it's all that ship has sailed. Okay, I will put just quick. It looks like radioactive purple. And yeah, it looks much darker in real life than what I see on my phone. I honestly don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. Should I take it already? Or should I leave it for a bit? Maybe maybe I should add more gray. Okay, I think I will take it out. I think I'll take it out. It's been like 40 minutes, 45. Okay. Guys, I'm so happy with the final result, at least with what I'm seeing now. I know it's still wet. I might cry. Oh my god. It looks much more grey. Maybe if I'll add some yellow as a contrast. No. And oh, now you can kind of. Yeah, it looks much more grey in the camera now. Maybe if I'll add something that is actually grey. Let me just check. Maybe now. Is it better? No? Can you? Does it show as purple? Maybe a bit. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. I'm pretty sure it is quite noticeable here. There's a line and a different color. Same for the sleeves. You can clearly see the new dialogue. Okay, so it's been like 2 hours, more than 2 hours. Let's see. So now, before the final revealing, a quick reminder of how the original yarn looked like, the original color. It was color Blanco. The yarn is Angora by Mondial Deluxe. And now, this is my new Rubus blouse. Ta-da! I mean, come on. I feel like a Disney princess in this color. It shows a bit lighter and on camera than it is in the real life, but not bad. Guys, oh, I love it. It was a nerve-wracking process, but the final result, I mean, I really like it. And I think it suits me, even though the whole dyeing process took its toll on my nerves. Definitely. I really like the final result. I would even say I enjoyed the process, kind of. At least now I know that I'm capable of doing something like that. So if there will be any like future project that I will not find a color that I like, I will simply buy like a base for coloring, base for dyeing, and dye my own color. So yeah, what do you think? I know, you don't have to tell me. I know that especially for a knitter's eye, you can see still the different colors, kind of. I know, I see it too, believe me. But it's still not as strong of an effect than it was after the first dyeing and the second one. So I didn't have patience, nerves, and the gray dye to do it fourth time. 3 times is a charm, so I stayed with this result, and I'm happy with it. I'm not touching it. I'm not doing anything with it. I'm simply enjoying it and wearing it, because now I have a quite small window of time when I can actually wear this blouse. I don't think I should call it a blouse. Technically, it's a Rubus Blouse, but it feels more like a sweater because of the Angora. Now I have a small window of time when there's weather suitable for that garment. Sun is shining, but then it's still a bit chilly. So, you know, I feel warm here, chilly here, and it balances out kind of. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this whole show. That was me trying to dye this knit, and we will see soon, I think in the next like 2 weeks, because I'm trying to post every second Monday. That kind of works for now. I don't think I would be able to do it often, especially that I am knitting in between, but also I have, you know, like a teething baby and a toddler, and you know, life. My life is full of stitches, so I'm knitting a lot, but I'm not finishing a lot, you know. I'm more like a cast on girl than a cast off. Let me know if you have that issue as well. You prefer casting on than casting off. I think it's called like customitis or something. So I hope you enjoy it, laughed a bit, drank something, and see you in the next video. Bye.